I wanted to connect with people. I wanted to make them feel like they had a place. I wanted to make them feel like they had a home. And I wanted to have the spot where they could do it because I never had that as a kid. And I longed for that. I didn't like the way I felt as a kid when I was at the doctor's office. I didn't want people to feel uncomfortable as a patient. So I thought maybe I could change that. And then when I realized what medical school entailed and what a physician really does, it turned me off that I would require a pharmaceutical prescription to heal people. And I didn't even know about physical therapy. It wasn't until I had a friend who had an injury and I watched him go through rehab for a shoulder injury. And I thought, wow, I could actually heal people with my brain, with my hands, with exercise prescription. And that was really it. I was interested in pediatrics. And then as I was in school, I learned that pediatrics was really more about neuro. It was all development. And that, to me, the brain was so fascinating. When we had our breakout of neuroanatomy, I was like, this is it. I love the brain. And then when we got into third year and talking about stroke, spinal cord injury, head injury, like that was it for me. I wanted to be in that acute phase. And I think the most discouraging thing about that was that we learned all of these incredible techniques in school. We learned all of these incredible neuro rehab techniques in clinic. But then when we got to the hospital, it was all about get them to transfer, get them to go up and down stairs, get them independent with a wheelchair, and get them out of here. And I thought that's not doing what we learned in school. It was all about how the hospital can make the most amount of money in one patient case. I got my dream job. I was on the third floor at National Rehab Hospital. I was right in the thick of acute neuro rehab. Like I was seeing spinal cord, brain injuries, stroke, and I loved it. But I burned out very quickly, and at the same time went to a Pilates class. And I was like, what is Pilates? Like it was something that I'd heard of people doing, but I didn't know what it was. We never had a mention of it in PT school either. And so when I read the description, I had an attitude. I was like, oh, this is gonna be easy. I'm a physical therapist. I already know all this stuff. No, it was humbling, to say the least. It was this neuromotor component of Pilates that really matched that neuromotor component of neuro rehab that I was really interested in school. And the irony is I was like, in school, I was like, I'm never doing outpatient orthopedics. Like I didn't want to have anything to do with it. But then when I went through Pilates, I thought, ooh, you know what would be cool is if I were doing outpatient orthopedics with Pilates. I had a great opportunity. My boss, he was looking for a Pilates PT. I was looking for an orthopedic situation where I needed to really relearn everything. I mean, my ortho clinic had been 4 years earlier. So it was such a great marrying experience of like, he's like, I'm willing to teach you everything that I know from an orthopedic standpoint if you're willing to come in and bring your Pilates expertise. Ironically, I was pregnant and I had my first son, and there was no maternity leave. Female-dominated profession at that time. No maternity leave. And I was like, see ya. If it weren't for that, I probably wouldn't have started my own business, because I was like, oh, if you're not gonna do that for me, then I'm just gonna do it for myself. And I'm gonna create my own thing. And then Mind the Mat happened. We had people, literally no ceiling. Because we were like, classes start on June 12th. And our contractor had other plans. So there was pink insulation right in the ceiling. Right before the first class started, our first class was a yoga class. Right before, I was sweeping up like drywall dust, crying because my business was not working out as I had planned. It was just this space. That's it. Mind the Mat was just this room. So people would even walk into this door and interrupt classes. And it was all just kind of part of the whole scene. And there was like this glass kind of Office Depot, small little desk right here with a notebook. And you would open the notebook and sign your name. Like there was no technology. People had to pay with check. They paid with a check. And They signed their name when they came in, and there were so many questions, and we were so disorganized. And I made my own website. It was so horrible. And you could scroll down for eons. You could keep scrolling down. It was so bad. It wasn't even it was so bad. In the beginning, when we started, obviously I had no idea what I was doing. Really, I had no idea what I was doing. And I knew how to teach a Pilates class. I knew how to program, but I didn't know how to run a business. And I was so stressed out about it. And it was affecting my family life. It was affecting my marriage. It was affecting my parenting skills with a young son. And it wasn't until I finally let it go and just didn't ruminate on all of the stressors involved or the anxiety and the fear of what's next. When I let it go, it exploded. Like it exploded. It was like one day I walked in and there were people. I thought, wow, if I just let things go, if they're meant to be and we're doing it right, then it's the right way to go. I just had so many moments in opening this business where I was like, I need to be doing it the way that everyone expects me to do it. And then at some point in my career, I literally said out loud, I can do whatever I want. And why am I not trusting to do whatever I want? Because I believe in what I do. And once I let that go, everyone else believed in what I was doing. And I'm casting a wide net. So in 1 hour, I touch 25 to 30 people, as opposed to 1 hour, one person, 1 hour, another person. And that's okay. The model doesn't look like what we were trained to do, right? Here come the blinders again. We were trained in this one-on-one model. No, and it's okay. Once I got over that, I thought, look at how many more people I can help. Everyone's transient. So people move here for sometimes even just a year to 2 years, and then they're gone. And so for me, I was at a point in my life where I felt like I needed to lay down my roots. And I was so used to not getting to do that. And so when we started Mind the Mat, I wanted it to be a place where it didn't matter in what stage of life you were in. It didn't matter if you had just had a baby. It didn't matter if you had an injury. I always tell people if they're injured, I'm like, come on in, we'll take care of you, right? Our background is from a physical therapy lens. And so once you're in the space, we want you to feel welcomed. And if you don't feel welcomed and you don't feel connected to us, then we have failed. I've always believed that. And so when we started Mind the Mat, the whole goal was to make people feel connected, was to build connections between people. For me, as the Navy brat who never had connections, was for me to get to connect with people, to get them to understand how to connect with their bodies, how to get their mind-body connection going. And so Mind the Mat embodies connectedness. It embodies community, and it is a place for everyone, no matter where you are in life, to find a class where you can connect with people and connect truly like with yourself. I think it comes down to caring. Like if you care about something, you're consistent and you're committed. And I care about physical therapy. I care about people. And I truly believe that physical therapists can change people's lives. And we have been pushed down by the outside, right? We've been pushed down by institutions. We've been pushed down by other professions who are saying that we encroach. We have been pushed down by third-party payers. And now it's time. And the more PTs that I come across, the more I've talked about this the whole morning. You see the physical blinders that have been placed on them. It's time. And I care about physical therapy as a profession. And I think we have just scratched the surface. That's why I get so excited. I get so pumped whenever I get to talk to a huge room of PTs, because I'm like, we are amazing. The things that we can do outside of what we've been told we need to sit in, a small little box. If you just get the box out of the way and get the blinders off, we can change the world. And think about how many of us there are, a bunch of other people who also care. If they hadn't cared, they wouldn't have left. They wouldn't have taken the risk. And so when you get in a room of a bunch of people who care and they're committed, then you can feel the energy, like you can feel the power rather. And how do you cultivate that power to move people forward? I think that's the big thing that PT Biz does. And the only thing that's holding people back is this weird construct. I don't know what it is, but it's not real. It's a construct that's not real. We've just been told we don't belong. And this whole morning, everything we've been talking about is belonging, right? Oh no, we not only belong, but we need to be everywhere. Like, yeah, I'm a PT. Yeah, I've got exercise prescription skill. Yeah, I'm really dang good at teaching Pilates. It's the way that we connect with people here. It's the way that you make someone feel when they walk in the door. It's the way that you make someone feel when it's their first time in class. It's the way that you make someone feel in accomplishing a move, right? Like you got your side plank, didn't you? And what did everyone say when you got it? Yeah, Danny. Like the entire room was like, Danny. And so that's the why. And if I weren't teaching from that, people can smell right through it. So yeah, the smoothie after the class and the Italian tile in the bathroom, all that is cool. But that's not why I do this, right? I'm not that studio. There's nothing on the walls here. There's nothing special about this place because the teachers and the clients, that's what's special. And if that's our why, and coming from that caring and connected space, then we're only going to go places.
How was it?
It's really hard. This is really hard. It was good though. It's good stuff.